Hello, welcome back to another How to Find video for Pokemon Gold and Silver. Today we're going to be going for either Suicune or Entei. Those are the two I have left in my game. We are going to be doing the Mean Look and Spore method, I guess you could call it. This is kind of the... If I had to describe it, it's not the next level, it's not the advanced, it's the medium level kind of. So it's the intermediate technique kind of, intermediate level of obtaining these Pokemon. So this can apply to any of the roamers, and this is very important. This is where we're starting to get a little bit technical. So I assume you guys all know that you need to first enable the event by visiting Ecruteak City and going in the Bird Tower, which causes the Pokemon to roam. They come at level 40, they know Roar and other good moves. They're very, very difficult to find in this game. I found people are having a lot more difficulty in this game than in Pokemon Crystal for whatever reason. So with this method, first of all, it's assuming you have seen them in your Pokedex like I have. So I have Suicune and Entei here, which lets me track their areas whenever I switch routes. If you don't have, you have to go back to the Raikou video and kind of follow the method I described in that video to even find them. But once you find them, you can come back here, use this method. So for this method, what I'm bringing is a level 61 Smeargle. The level of your Smeargle can be anywhere from level 58 to level 70. At level 58, it has a max speed stat of 109, and at level 70, it has a minimum speed stat at 109. And why I'm saying this is because of the three roamers, Raikou has the highest speed of all of them. Its speed ranges from 97 to 109. So for your Pokemon to get the first move in without it fleeing, which it does if it's faster than you, you need to be higher than 109 or at 109 for at least a speed tie. However, these numbers I'm telling you for Raikou, it has 0 EVs, so that's a given, and it's the 97 to 109 depends on its DVs. So this also goes for your own Pokemon. You just gotta keep checking, make sure, as long as your speed stat, mine is 111, as long as it's over 109, good to go, whatever level you are. And the second, again, the Smeargle that I have comes with Spore and False Swipe. We taught those moves during the last Smeargle video I posted a few days ago. The second Pokemon I'm bringing is a Golbat with Mean Look, which it learns at level 36 as a Zubat and 41 as a Golbat, I'm pretty sure. Golbat, again, the same way. It has to be over 109 speed or this method will not work. It needs to have Mean Look as well. Now, you can use a Golbat if you do have it. It'll be much faster. It has a much higher speed stat, so you can do it that way if you want. It doesn't have to be leveled up so high. All you need is those two Pokemon. You don't need any repels. You just want to come to the area you want to hunt in. I recommend below Ecruteak City, because you have access to 2 routes. And what we're going to do, every time we're going to go into the Pokedex, we're going to look up Entei, not on our route. We're going to go to Suicune, not on our route. Then we exit out. We head downwards until we hit this tree down here. The route has changed. We're going to check again. Suicune, not on our route. Entei, not on our route. And this is what you got to keep doing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until one of the Pokemon is on your route. And when that happens to me, I should say, I'll cut back and you'll see what you're supposed to do with your Smeargle and Golbat method. So I'm just going to make a quick little point out. I haven't found Entei or Suicune yet, but I'd like to just point out, when something like this happens to you and you're on the route below or above, like literally just now, Entei was on the route below me. I went to the route below me. Entei moved up to the route above me, and now he's above me, and I'm on the wrong route. Do not get discouraged if this happens to you. This has happened to me about 20 times more than I've actually had the Pokemon on my route. For whatever reason, I like to believe the game's programmed like this, but it's all RNG, I believe. Anyway, don't be discouraged. Just keep trying. Alright, guys. So I've just figured out that Entei is actually on my route. As you can see, I look it up. Entei's on my route. What I've discovered is that you gotta kind of think a little bit when you do this method. The Pokemon seem to move opposite from you. They move if it's one route difference in between you, if you head to that route, they're gonna run away the opposite way, unless they go anywhere else on the map, right? That's kind of what I'm figuring out. So what you gotta do is kind of go back into Ecruteak if there's a one route gap in between you and where the Pokemon is, and that's kind of how you have to trap it, because if you're going to keep going back and forth, it's never going to be on the route you run onto if it's been right beside you, right? Either it randomly comes on. So it's just got to use your head, you know, play around a bit, go up a few times, go down, reset, fly around, try different routes. That's kind of what you got to do. So the Entei is here, and we're going to go into this. Now, you don't want to use a Repel because your Pokemon's obviously over the level. Now, there is a chance that the Entei runs away and you never actually encounter it, but we're going to try. Holy shit, what are you doing here? What? You got... Okay, so that's something I was meaning to mention, is that if you do too many encounters on a route, the roaming Pokemon runs away. What seems to have happened here is the Entei ran away and the Suicune ran on here. What the fuck? Alright, so we got Suicune here at level 40. We're going to start with Smeargle, and this is the kind of intermediate method as I was mentioning. This took me a solid 30 minutes to do, even with the Dex method. Much faster than with the running in the place method. You gotta just keep trying, you know, there's only so much you can do, right? So we're gonna use Spore. Okay, good. Now, it's gonna fall asleep. It's fallen asleep. And this is where it gets tricky, or not really tricky, but scary, I should say. So we're gonna switch into Golbat now. So that's one turn in. And what you don't want to happen now... Good. So, as long as it doesn't wake up on the first turn, you're fine. And I'm pretty sure in older games, especially in these, I think it's impossible for the Pokemon to actually wake up after the first turn. So, we got it mean looked now. Now, all we have to worry about is the Roar attack. And with Roar, it'll just run away. That's the worst thing that'll happen. And if that comes down, you just gotta find it all over again and go from there. But we're going to full swipe it now, lower its health a little bit. And you kind of want to take this nice and easy and chill, because you need to make sure you notice when it wakes up so you can make it fall asleep again. And as you see there, it woke up again, so we're just going to Spore. It's going to fall asleep. We just keep full swiping Spore. Very easy method. Alright, so what you saw there is it used Roar. I'm not sure why it failed, to be honest. I'm pretty sure there's mechanics behind it, and I'm just speculating from the top of my mind. As long as the opposing Pokemon is a lower level than you, Roar doesn't work. Or that might be Whirlwind. I'm not sure, but it failed, thankfully. I'll try to find out if I can. I'll comment down below. But other than that, we're just going to keep going. Alright, we have it down to 1 HP with it under asleep. Now we're going to just throw some... What do I have? I have Great Balls. Let's throw some Great Balls. I swear I'm not using any cheats. That was a first attempt capturing Suicune in a Great Ball. Probably helps that it's asleep and it has 1 HP. Perfect. That's how you find Suicune. The hardest part of this method, I would argue, is getting the Smeargle up to level 61 or whatever level you got to be, and getting the mean look off. Those are the hardest parts, and finding it. Obviously, finding it takes a long time, but once you find it, as long as you're nice, calm about it, you have the right levels and the right speed stats, it should be all good. Anyway, thank you for watching. We're just tuned for whatever I post next to you.